for those of us who travel a lot when it comes to business, you're off on Wall Street in New York, you know, you're looking for business and you've left your darling wife at home. Yes, initially she will be calling you every few days. Then as time goes on, she will call you once a month. Then if you take any longer on Wall Street without coming back home, a Shamba boy will help you out. So I hope that makes sense. So this also happens, this applies to online business as well. If you think about it, it applies to online business as well. We focus a lot on bringing in the leads using these other traffic generating platforms. We focus a lot on bringing in those leads. Then we forget to create a relationship with the client. Yeah, we forget to nurture them. We forget to give them value. We forget to show them how their lives can be transformed by staying with us. Yeah. So the moment you allow that gap to develop between you and your client, someone you attracted through lead generation, then coming back to sell them something, coming back to give them something of great value, there will be a gap. They will not respond immediately. Okay. So now, before I move on to the next slide, let me tell you a little about myself. I've been working in this industry of digital marketing for 10 years now. Okay, I got into email marketing 6 years ago. However, I started websites, so then I began, later on, email marketing became a necessity, a serious necessity. So I had to begin mastering email marketing. But before I got into digital marketing and ICT and computers and whatever, I went to school to study botany, specifically ethnobotany. That's why Coach likes calling me a witch doctor. But the ethnobotany, we study grass, we study all those things. However, if you ask me right now to name a single grass, I don't think I know any botanical name of a single grass. So, but after university, I had a lot of questions. What was I going to do with my life now that I had learned grass, I had learned botany and all that stuff? I looked for where to apply. I looked for where to apply these things that I had learned. And there was nowhere to apply it. Think about it. You've gone to school, you've gone to university, done 3 years, you have your ethnobotany and you have nowhere to use it. Yeah. So it was a challenge. So, but what helped me was I had always had a passion in ICT. So I had always been on computers, gaming, you know, typing. I read a new Word, I knew Excel, I knew PowerPoint. And after university, I went to another institute where I did basic ICT and youth leadership. However, what they taught, I already knew when it comes to ICT. So I had already gotten into the world of ICT. So lo and behold, I meet Coach Phil, and then I begin working with him at Intelligent Performance. And to cut the long story short, I am now happily a digitalpreneur. I said digitalpreneur because I'm an entrepreneur on the digital space, and I couldn't be any happier. I'm sure you can sense the passion in my voice, but I'm just so excited to be doing this. One of the reasons why is because you get to impact so many people across the world. I have clients as far as UK, I have clients in Canada, I have a client in Kenya, I have clients here in Uganda. So I don't have a client in South Africa yet, but at least now we are spreading the wings, okay? Hopefully by the end of this summit, some of you will be my clients. Moving on. Now, I think I've covered this slightly, but I rave about email marketing so much. And why do I rave about email marketing? And why should you care? You who is watching me right now, why should you care about email marketing and my passion for it? Okay. Now, next to physical and phone interaction, email is the next more intimate avenue that you can use to connect with your audience, with your clients, with your customers, whatever you want to call them, okay? Apart from physical interaction, let's say a physical handshake, apart from a phone interaction where you call someone and say, hey, you, where are you? Can we meet tonight? Email is the next way to interact with your clients. Why? Because you have their contacts, you have their names, you have their emails, you have their phone numbers. You can reach them whenever it necessitates you to reach them and talk to them. So that's why I love email marketing so much, because once I have that list, I am guaranteed to always reach those people and give them value, okay? And I've already covered this. It's much easier to nurture your audience using email, yeah? Why? On social media, your followers could be off the platform. They could leave the platform and never come back. Recently, you've seen what is happening between Facebook and Apple. So that means now it's going to be difficult for you to reach Apple clients using Facebook ads. So even when you have a lot of things to share, you may find that you're not nurturing your audience using Facebook. So what if this begins to spread to other platforms as well? However, one of the sure ways to nurture your audience is email marketing. Then people on your list already in a way gave you permission and are always ready for you to talk to them. Now, when it comes to email marketing, the best way to do your email marketing is to use what we call permission-based marketing. Okay, this is whereby the person, you give them something, let's say an ebook or a PDF, okay, and then they agreed to take the PDF in exchange for their contacts, okay? So that means there was a transaction that happened. I gave you my PDF and you gave me your email address. In other words, you have given me permission to continue talking to you, to give you more value. You like what I already, you like my message, you like what I'm about. So you gave me your email address in exchange for my content, okay? Email marketing also allows you to build authority, credibility, and trust with your audience. How? When you are consistently giving people value that they have not seen elsewhere. Even if they've seen it elsewhere, you've added your twist, you've added your narrative, you've added your story to your content. You become the expert in their view, in their perception, the expert when it comes to, let us say, organizing a massive summit becomes Cobus, for example, yeah? When it comes to your health, then they bring out Chat. You know, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to coaching, you bring out Coach Phil. When it comes to building online businesses and digital marketing or social media ads, then you bring out Buran. Why? Over time, you have been giving them value. You've been emphasizing the point that no one knows it better other than you, and it's best done through email marketing. The other reason why I rave about this, and this is very, very important, you can automate and make money while you are away from office. You know, every time someone talks about automating a business, email plays almost 80% of that automation. Whenever we talk about automating your business, email marketing plays a very, very substantial role when it comes to automating your business. So when you have, let's say you're using ClickFunnels, you're using Kajabi, you're using WordPress, whatever other platform, GroupFunnels, Kobas talked about GroupFunnels earlier on in the morning, whatever you're using, email marketing is what joins that funnel, okay? So as you're automating your funnel, email marketing plays a key role in automating your funnel. So you cannot go away from office unless you've done, you've sorted out your email marketing and automated the entire process. Now, this is beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. You can get started immediately at no cost. So procrastination is illegal. So if you're watching me right now and you had not yet started email marketing, and you haven't yet set up your systems, then you need to be arrested. Speaking the honest truth, you need to be arrested. Why? Because starting with some of these platforms, you do not need to pull out your credit card. If you go to platforms like MailerLite, MailChimp, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, there are so many others out there. I chose these just because they were on the top of my head and I've gone through them, I've used them. But you can always venture out into other email marketing softwares. However, these few, for example, ActiveCampaign, you can start free of charge. And then in those 30 days, as you automate your business, you make the money back and then begin paying off the platform. For MailChimp and MailerLite, you can have a free account forever. So they begin charging you based on how many people you have on your email list, okay? So that is for MailChimp and MailerLite. What does this mean? This means that you have no excuse. You can begin your email marketing today. So I fail to understand if you leave this summit and begin giving excuses that I can't automate my business because I don't have money, I don't have the time. If I find you on the street, I'll throw some rotten tomatoes at you, okay? So one of the action points you really need to take out of this is to make sure you do your email marketing. That is for those who haven't yet started email marketing. So please go in the chat and type, I am going to start email marketing. Go in the chat right now and say, I'm going to start. Okay, as I move to the next slide. Now, meet Sudesh. Meet Sudesh. Now, this guy, I have so many clients I've worked for when it comes to digital marketing, doing pages, doing websites, and now, why I use Sudesh is because he specifically concentrated on just email marketing. He does social media. He does not run ads on social media. He does organic reach. And when you check out his social media, he doesn't get a lot of engagement. He focuses specifically on email marketing. So what happened was when we decided to work with Sudesh, I went and I set up his system, put in the email marketing, and we did just the basics. We did the basics. We simply implemented, I think, 20%. We didn't do much. I did put for him other funnels, and we didn't go through the lead generation and all that stuff. We didn't do the complicated offers, webinars and all that. No. I simply set up an RSS feed for his website. Can you imagine that? I set up RSS feeds. For those who don't understand RSS feeds, this is whereby these are blogs basically. So whenever Sudesh goes to his website and blogs, his website automatically sends his client list an email that Sudesh has written a new blog. Okay, so I hope we are clear up to there. So that's what his website does, and any website can do it, but I don't understand why some people don't do this. This is the simplest form of email marketing. So he does this, and then a month later he calls me. He's like, dude, guess what's happening? Clients are calling me. They're like, how are you doing this? And he starts getting business from people who had kind of forgotten about him. He does this, he does business trainings, team building, leadership training. So, and some clients had forgotten about him. So when we start to implement just this RSS bit of email marketing, clients begin to call him, oh man, we like your content, we like what you're sharing. And then they become reactivated. What used to be cold leads become warm leads, and they get reactivated, and they begin following his content again, and they begin calling him for business. I told him, dude, you need to give me more commission, because such a thing, I need my commission. In fact, I need to call him, I need my commission. So that's how important email marketing is for me. These days, any client I get, if I'm going to work with you, I have to look at your email marketing. How is it working? Yes, you are doing this. Yes, you are attracting the leads. But if you do not sort out your email marketing, then the funnel breaks. I hope we are together up to there. So this is something for you to consider. In fact, not to consider, to take action on. You must implement email marketing in your business for those of you who are not doing it. Okay? Now, before we dive in, I need to make a few clarifications before we dive in. The hacks I'm going to share in this summit, these are from personal experience, okay? I work companies. I've worked with a client in tours and travel. I've worked with a client in fashion, and I've worked with a client who does, she's a drop shipper. Yeah, she's a drop shipper for these very premium female weaves. Yeah, for those of you who understand, who know those things. So we set up her automation for her drop shipping. Then I did one for a tour company, but I mostly work with consulting, coaching, trainers. So most of my clients fall in that category. Yeah, so I have mastered how to set up email automations and copy and all the sort for that niche. Okay, so most of all what I'm sharing with you comes from serious years of try and error, testing and observing the results. I have tested these hacks across various industries, like I've said, coaching, fashion, education, and tours. I've done, we set up an automation for Izere Education, and then we set up one for another school called College. Yeah. So that's where my expertise really lies. And I like to work with niching. I like niching down when it comes to clients. It makes life much easier and it makes you an expert in your field. Okay, so as I share these hacks, please feel free to test out anything that you find that is new. When you find something that is new in these hacks, test it out in your own automation, or as you're setting up your email system, test it out and then make adjustments as you go, depending on your market. Yeah. And why do I say this? I say this because I've learned a lot. I've studied the Russell Brunsons. Like Coach mentioned, the guru when it comes to product launch formula, Jeff Walker. We've studied Ryan Dice. These are the big guys in digital marketing, and they shared a lot of things, a lot of hacks that you can use in your digital marketing. Now, depending on the market that I was targeting when it came to email marketing, I found that people respond differently in different markets. Some things are general. However, as you go on, you find that people respond differently. So I'm going to share with you hacks based on the tests I've done. Yeah. And then as you get it, test it in your market and then get the responses. So, and then you can always reach back to me and say, hey, Hassan, this worked marvelous. It's okay to tell me, hey, Hassan, this worked. However, I found that my clients prefer it when it's blue, for example. Okay, so now when it comes to email marketing, let me take some Energizer. There are some weird things in this that I wouldn't advise you to take. Now, when it comes to email marketing, you want to influence. You want to influence 1, opt-in rates. I'm going to explain as we go along. 2, open rates. 3, click rates. That is when we get email conversions, when it comes to click rates, okay? So as you set up your email marketing, you need to be thinking about these 3 broad areas. Of course, there are so many things to look at. However, these 3 broad areas, this is what you need to be influencing at every stage of your marketing funnel, okay? So what do I mean by opt-in rates? Opt-in rates is, think of a situation. You've gone to, let me give you an example. Each and every one of you who is on this summit right now, you went to a landing, you went to a page where it was talking about the Next Level Summit 2021, and it had a video on it, and it had a beautiful red button somewhere, and then you clicked on that button and put in your email address. That is what is called an opt-in page, okay, or a landing page. So you landed on that page, saw the information, loved it, and then agreed to share your email. So you opted in. So at that point, we are looking at the opt-in rate of that page, okay? So at that moment, we have already started email marketing, okay? So as you set up your email marketing, you need to be looking at where you're going to host your opt-in page and what it's going to look like. Will it influence a higher conversion when it comes to opt-in rates, okay? Then open rates, this now refers to when you send someone your email, okay? Someone has to click on open email, or should I say see details? No, it's opening the email. So when you go to your inbox, you'll find a lot of emails from very many people. The moment you click on one, that is registered as an open on my side, me who has sent you that email. So we also look at the open rates. We want to influence higher open rates. The other thing is click rate. So after someone has opened and is now reading your email in their inbox, they are now reading your email, the content in your email. We want them to click. We want them to take an action. And in most cases, that action is by the click of the button in the email. Either you want them to go to your shop, you want them to go direct to a product, you want them to reply you, you want them to go to maybe to a series, a video series, or to download a PDF in that email. So once they click, then we register that as an email conversion. That means that email, that specific email is converting. So we look at the conversion rate of that email when it comes to the click, okay? The conversion rate of the email is not at the open, no. It is inside the email when someone clicks and goes to wherever you need them to go, okay? Now, let's get into the actual hacks. Now, these are amazing. Like I said, this is what I use personally for my clients. So you will find some of these maybe from other marketing gurus. However, it's tested over time. It has been tested over time. This is what I use. This is, now I'm sharing with you my personal vault. It's not just because someone else is using it. No, after learning something, I get it, tweak it, see if it works, tweak it again, see if it works, okay? So number one, remember when I talked about the opt-in, yeah? So when someone comes to your opt-in page and they agree that they want to download your PDF, please deliver the promised value immediately. It is a great practice to always deliver the promised value immediately, okay? Think about it. Human beings, myself inclusive, we are inherently selfish. I have to admit, we are inherently selfish, yeah? So if I'm giving you my email, you must give me what you promised, dude. I don't give you my email and then you take 2 days to deliver me the PDF. That means your system is broken. The moment that happens, I will either consider you a scammer, yeah? Your thing is a scam, and I will look for ways of unfollowing and subscribing. And if you ever send me another email, I will not deal with you ever again, yeah? So always deliver the value. If it's a PDF, the moment someone gives you their email, send it to their inbox immediately. Don't take 30 minutes, don't take an hour, send it to their inbox immediately. Now, after doing that, continue to provide value to those people regularly, yeah? Like I said, email marketing helps you to build credibility, authority, and trust. Now, if you allow a gap if you allow a gap between your communication with your list, with your people, someone else is going to snatch them up, and they will give them value. If you leave a week in between, then someone else is going to snatch them up. Remember, these days, our inboxes are bombarded by a lot of emails. So if you can share with them value every day, one piece of email does not hurt. Every day, just a single hack, just do that. A single hack every single day. Here, if you've ever signed into any of our offers here at Intelligent Performance with Coach Phil, if you've ever signed into any of our offers, you will receive emails every single day. Why? We understand the importance of giving our people value. It is that crucial. The people we need to be growing with our clients, okay? So deliver the value immediately and then begin to give it regularly, okay? My God, I hope I'm doing well on time. Then the other thing is split test everything. And that's what I did here. I have done split testing on everything. I've tested subject lines, I've tested image links versus text links versus animated links. I've tested copy, I've tested the time of delivery. Funny story. Time of delivery got me unawares. Like I never used to pay attention to the time of delivery of the emails. Then one time, as I'm looking through my analytics, I'm checking through my my reports, I realized in this market, I realized that I had a peak. I had a peak at 7 a.m. and then I had another peak at 9 p.m. Okay, I had a peak at 7 p.m. and another peak at 9 p.m. And I was wondering, why are people checking their emails at 9 p.m.? Guys, don't you have families? So that got me unawares. But the point being, test everything. Test the subject lines. I have found that shorter subject lines convert more. When it comes to opening your email, shorter subject lines convert more. And when it comes to links in your copy, I have found that links embedded in your text convert more than animated image links. Yeah. That is on my side. You can test it out to check, but I have found that image links convert, text links convert more, and shorter subject lines. When you have a very long subject, in my case, it hasn't converted more than short subjects. Like, hey, you missed this. Such subject lines convert more on my side. And then always use personalization. Now, even in just, I found that when you add someone's name in the subject of the heading, in the subject of the email, like let's say Juliet, your free gift, for example, when you add the name, and these softwares, the softwares I shared with you earlier on, allow you to do this very easily. Once you do, just doing that will increase your open rates by over 30%. Just doing that, it will increase your email open rates. Yeah. So always use personalization, even in the copy. Use personalization wherever it is possible. Okay. And then optimize for mobile. Now, if you're on this call and you don't understand how important the mobile device has become, then you need prayers. I have to say that seriously, you need prayers. Always optimize for mobile. I will say it. If no one has ever said this to you, optimize for mobile. Make sure you check, even when you are designing your email, writing your copy, the softwares that you use as an email marketer, most of them, 90% of them, allow you to preview how the email will look like on different devices. Yeah, so you can always send yourself a test email and check out how it looks like on your mobile. Why? Because if you don't do that and your email looks terrible on a mobile device, you are going to leave a lot of money on the table. Okay? Segment your list. always segment your list according to the behavior of your prospects, of the people, okay? So it's important that the information you send out to your list is very relevant to the person's journey when it comes to your business or to their own growth. So in your list, as a digital marketer, as someone who wants to start a successful online business, in your list you have people who have either watched your free video, you have people who have downloaded the PDF, you have people who have refused to watch. They downloaded your PDF, but for some reason they have refused to buy your product. So all those people have to be receiving different information, okay? You can't be sending someone who bought your product again information about buying that product. Always make sure that you segment your email list, yeah? And now with these softwares, you are able to segment according to email engagement, purchase behavior, and other end goals. So for example, if you wanted someone to reach a certain page, you can segment according to whether people reached that page or they did not. These email marketing softwares now allow you to do that, okay? Then this one is key. Never ever sell to cold leads, okay? Never ever sell to cold leads. If someone has not been engaging with your content, with your email content, selling to them is a waste of time. And honestly, you come off as desperate. Why? Someone has been opening your email, but never clicks, reads it, never replies, and never takes any other action. Some of them are not even opening the emails. So what do you do? What do you do to reactivate, to reawaken those cold people who are not engaging with your email content? There are a few hacks. You can write this down. Number one, you can do a survey. Do a survey. I'm sure some of you, if you're on consultants, coaching lists and what, you'll once in a while see an email where the person will say, hey, Balix, I need your help. Yeah, and you'll be like, what's the problem? He needs my help. And then you'll open, and then there is a survey in there, and they tell you they need you to fill out a quick survey just to see where you are at in your growth journey, to help them. Maybe they are coming up with a new product. What are they doing? They are reactivating your commitment, your engagement with their email content. Another hack you can use is send them something new. Something new. I'll give you an example. For example, in our case here, we have in our email list, we have over 6,000 people in email, and we have been marketing to them a lot of our content, videos, new lives, new webinars. Then when we emailed them this summit, the conversion, the click rates, the click-through rates went to over 50%. It was amazing. We were asking ourselves, what's wrong with these people? But we gave them something totally different. We sent them some totally new value. Okay, so that's a different hack. Switch and give them something new, and then you will reactivate them, okay? You can also just use a subject line, hey, I need your help. What's the problem? Is it that, can you help me? What do you prefer that I share with you? I've realized you're not engaging with the emails anymore. What were your expectations, yeah? So you can play the vulnerable, you can use that vulnerable avenue, and then people will re-engage. People like to help. People like to feel that they are important. They are also helping you. So you can use that hack to turn cold leads into warm leads. Then have more touch points in your email copy. Now, this worked magic for my case. This worked magic. Initially, I used to do like an image and then a click down at the bottom as someone. And then we did a course. We did a digital marketing course. I think it was with Ryan Dice or Frank Khan, one of the two. And when I looked at their emails, the emails we were receiving from them, I saw that they had many touch points when it came to where you could click. They had many touch points in the email copy. So for those of you who want to get into email marketing, this is something you need to keep at the back of your mind. When you're writing your email copy, have many touch points in your email copy. That will increase your email conversion rates, okay? You will have people taking action, more action in your emails. Why? Well, when you're writing a long form copy, you're giving a story and whatever. So some people may like the image and click. Some people may reach halfway and are already convinced and click. Some people may want to read the entire thing and click. So if someone reads the entire thing and reaches at the bottom of the email, but there's no touch point and they have to scroll back up, you may lose them, okay? So you need to have many touch points within the email copy. Now, something to take note of: do not abuse this principle. I shared this with a client, and then because I was on their email list, when I got their email, they had click links all over, like the points were links. When you went, they had 2 images, and then the links were all taking you to different pages. And obviously that annoys people, okay? That will totally frustrate your email subscribers. So please do not abuse this principle. Have a maximum of maybe 3 touch points. You can have 3 touch points, that's the maximum. Then have an image, have a button below there. As you can see the email on the right, it's clean, much as it has those touch points right there. The image has a link, you have the link at the top, you have the link in the midway, and then you have a link at the bottom, okay? However, the email still remains clean, okay? Do not abuse that principle. Then always abide by permission-based email marketing. This is what I talked about in the beginning, okay? Permission-based email marketing, we have done a transaction, okay? We have done a transaction and the person has allowed me to email them. I have seen, and this, again, this was from one of my clients. When we started the email marketing, when I introduced the email marketing in the system and what, my client then asks the HR managers of the companies he had ever worked with to send through the emails of the database of the employees, yeah, and then started bombarding them with emails. That is a terrible practice. Why? It does not convert. It does not convert. Now, the best way, if you do this, it's a bad practice. I do not encourage it. I encourage permission-based email marketing. Now, in case you have that database, there is no harm in sending them a free offer. Send them a free offer, but make sure that they opt in again. When you send them a free PDF, don't make it, don't send them direct to the download link. No, send them to an opt-in first. Let them go to an opt-in page so that they are a warm lead again. Why? They have again given you permission to engage with them using your content. Okay, so we are getting, you can begin posting your questions. You can begin telling me whether you're liking this, whether it's value, whether you're learning something. I hope you're learning something. Tell me in the chat whether you're learning something, okay? Then now the final one as we conclude, actually no, the second last point as we conclude, authenticate your autoresponder emails. Okay, I'm not talking about validating, I'm talking verifying, I'm talking about authenticating. Now, this we shall go in depth maybe when, for those of you who want to go in depth when it comes to some of these hacks, you can sign up for the webinar. I'll put the link later on for the webinar with Coach Phil. And then I'll put the link because I do his marketing, I do his systems and everything. So sign up for the webinar, and then you'll get to learn more when it comes to this. However, when it comes to authenticating, this helps with email delivery, okay? Now, every time you send an email using Infusionsoft, using Aweber, using MailChimp, using whatever it is you're using, the servers of the person receiving that email can identify that this is an email marketing software. So sometimes, especially for organizations like banks, like government organizations, when they recognize that this is an email marketing software, they will mark it as spam, or they will take it to junk folders. Yeah. So when you authenticate your autoresponder email domain, these servers will begin to recognize your emails as authentic emails, as if the emails are coming from another human being, not just an automated system, but another human being. So it will improve the deliverability of your emails. So again, if you don't understand authenticating, you'll sign up for the webinar. I will put the link in the chat. Then allow people to unsubscribe. Please allow people to unsubscribe. If you don't allow people to unsubscribe, one, I've seen some people who take away the unsubscribe button. Please leave that there. Leave the link for people to unsubscribe. Why? If people stop interacting with your content, they will be, all the systems, all the servers will identify your content as spam. So you need to allow people to unsubscribe. I love it when people unsubscribe from my automations. I love it. Why? It makes life simpler for me, one, but it also narrows down my niche, so I know only people who love my content are actually receiving it, so I'm not annoying anyone. Okay? So with that, we have come to the end of the email marketing. Now, let me just share the webinar link. There it is. So if you have any questions, please let me know.